So this is a very interesting video for me. I have been meaning to do a video like this for a long time. Uh, it's a sort of narrative type of art where I build up step by step, one above the other. It's a pretty cool concept in my uh, perception. At least that's what I think. I hope you guys enjoy it too. So let's begin. So the first part really begins with me building up a structure that essentially covers up something else. And this for me was how I envisaged my own skull. I know it's really freaky. It's all just squares and cubes and all that sort of stuff. But that's how I think my skull is. Culmination of all these weird structures. And then my brain is put inside it. I mean, look at it. It's a nice brain. It's a bunch of snails crawling up of each other. It's a weird brain I have. I have a really weird brain. Don't think about it. Don't think about it too much. Freaks you out, I know. I'm here to freak you out all. It's red, by the way. That's blood. If you didn't guess from the very first sign. It's a fun video for me. It was a really fun video. I enjoyed the process. I enjoyed doing it all. Kind of was building my own self-image into it, I think. At least I didn't think about it that way when I was doing it. I was just trying my brain at that the way I thought it would be. But then I guess it turned out something else. You'll see. You'll slowly see. Now the structures are becoming more rigid and getting more depth, I guess. I mostly draw all these 2D shapes because that's what I can achieve through these markers that I have. These aren't really markers. Maybe they are, but they're basically CD pens, the pens that we used to write on CDs back in the day, remember? Yeah, I don't do that anymore, but I at least do this. I create art with those pens. They're still available in the stores for some reason, thankfully. And they're quite helpful to me. They're cheap. They're very cheap. You can go and buy them in any store, I think. So the structure is, as I said, it's my skull. It has a lot of characteristic of it. I guess that's why I'm putting in all these shapes. But mostly I'm trying to give it some sort of a form that would resonate with me personally. This was all done for me. I'm a very selfish person when it comes to my art. I don't really care what people think about it. As you can see, I'm doing all this weird stuff, and most of you are probably banging their heads on whatever screen that you are looking at it. You must be thinking, what the hell is it doing? But yeah, I just do whatever I want. This is putting some details inside it of my brain. Sorry about that. And my brain is weird, as you can tell from this portion of the video. It's just a bunch of nets to catch fishes. I like fishes because I like fishes. I like eating them. Shit. I hope you guys are enjoying it this far, because I am doing it. I'm doing what I can. I'm really enjoying it. It's those nerves, okay? That's basically what it is. I didn't say it before because I didn't think of it that way. I was just doing whatever I wanted. These are just nerves connecting each and every cell fiber of our brain, of our being, whatever you want to say. It's pretty freaky when you look at it that way, but it gets interesting as the picture grows, as it slowly takes its own personal shape. Trust me, I never planned any of this. It just came out of nowhere, I guess. Maybe somewhere, I don't know. It's all there in the subconscious. It's everyone's subconscious has images like this. I just put them on the paper and make it seem like they're worth something. I guess maybe not. I don't know. But I guess everything that appears out of nowhere is basically just a figment of your imagination working its way out. That's why I like abstract art, because when it comes to modern art or abstract art or conceptual art, you are free to do whatever you want, and your brain is there to give you every advice that it possibly can to make it even more wackier than it should have been if you had planned it all out. But then you get the sense of freedom and you do whatever the hell you want to do, and it's all right, because it's art, and art is supposed to be free, as I always say. And this is one of the biggest freedoms that I have felt while doing modern art or conceptual art or whatever. It's just getting into it, getting into the zone. I never moved away from from my sketchbook except to get these things. All right, so the next step is giving it the experiences of life, basically. So my brain has grown out of its inside the skull, and now it's getting the experience of life. And at first, when you are kids, it's basically all very bright and has so much light into it. It's like sunshine, isn't it? That's why I used yellow, chrome yellow to be precise, because it's also bright and yellow, and it's colorful, and it's fun, it's bright, it's so adventurous, to say the least. But then life hits you, and it kind of screws you over, I guess. That's what the next part will be, screwing up my work. I will just destroy it all. So get ready for that. It'll look cool, I'll tell you that. It still looks cool, but it will get destroyed a little bit, because some people might not find it good. I showed it to my parents. My mom did not like this part. As for me, I enjoyed it really. It's pretty cool for me. See all these shapes define my nature in some way or the other, and this is my nature. Okay, you can read me from this painting. I'm telling you that. Yeah, giving you my secret to who I am, what I can be, or what I am as a person. Anyway, the thing is that now I am just showing you the experiences of life and what it can do to your brain. It messes you up, right? It does weird shit to it. I chose the black color specifically because it resonates a lot. I like black color, I really do. It brings out it just makes the whole painting pop out. I really like that. So that's why I mostly used black. Even on the dark areas, as you can see, the dark areas are also getting popped up because of the black, because it's getting more dark, and you can still see the shapes inside of it, which is pretty cool, I think. That's how this all goes. I was hesitant about doing it on the brainy area, but I think I did the right thing by painting over it, because I think it needs to be done, because our brain is also affected. It's just not the skull, all right? So if my skull is getting affected, so is the brain. The brain is attached to it, or it's floating inside of it, whatever. So I thought that this part was probably the most exciting part for me, because I love destroying my paintings. I don't know if you have seen it in my previous videos or not, but I think this is the most exciting part of the drawing for me, the painting or drawing, whatever you want to call it, because this is where everything just goes nuts. I just go nuts over it. You'll see me spasm out on my paper or canvas in the future videos, but on this video, as you can see, it's going worse. I'm going kind of over it. destroying all the details inside of it, covering them up with not so much precision attached to them. But that is what I liked about it. And this is me forming the barriers that will help me keep out these negativity from my life or mind or brain. It's these internal barriers that we put up to fight the negativity of the outside world. This is what that is. It to me is quite beautiful. I'm not saying I was able to pull up that sort of beauty that I was envisaging in the first place, but I was able to do something good. But in my mind's eye, it was quite beautiful, the whole barrier thing. I don't know how great it came out. I like it. I hope you guys do. But that's the thing. We put up barriers. And this is the barrier that I was talking about. And then after that, you can see the ray of hope, the ray of light, which represents hope, is forming within the cracks of the circle. And these are basically cracks of the circle that are illuminating with light because it's hopeful. And that's what it is. That's the ultimate message. Be hopeful and keep doing what you love. You'll have negative experiences in your life, but you can create barriers like this, and they will be more beautiful than the ones I created. I'm sure of it. Well, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next video.